Previously, we saw very simple exploitation of program which illustrates us the basic steps involved in the process of reverse engineering. But now it's time to use our knowledge which we have gathered till now to crack this crack me. If you don't know what crack me's are, then they are just binaries built only for practicing the skills of reverse engineering. So, here we have a program and it asks for some password, and when I enter and random input in the password field, then it displays invalid password message. It means every time when we are entering our password, then this program is comparing our entered value with some other pre-declared value which is inside this binary, and based on that comparison, it is displaying invalid password message. So our task is to find the password for this program. Interesting. Let us check what is inside this binary by passing it into GDB debugger. Try to disassemble the main function because main is generally the starting position for most of the applications. Okay, I know this looks so weird and creepy. Just try to change the flavor of disassembled program to Intel mode. Alright, now it looks familiar with us because till now we have learned the assembly instructions of Intel syntax, which is generally for Windows type system. But there is another syntax of assembly available named as AT&T syntax, which is for Unix-like system. But it doesn't matter here. We have learned Intel syntax, so we will continue with this. Now let us try to understand what this bunch of assembly instructions are trying to achieve. But before this, we have to be clear what this huge number of hex number really are. Here these numbers representing the memory location of the corresponding instruction with their offset in angle brackets related to the start of the function. And from this assembly dump, we have to figure out our password. So if we look closely here, then we see a printf function which is used for printing something in C language. But what is it printing? This hex number is just representing the address of this printf function inside the memory. The instruction just above this is moving the content of this address, that is x404000, to the memory address which is pointing to this ESP register. That is, stack pointer register is going to point the content of this address and then call the printf function to execute and print. So let us see what is holding this address. So to view any string contents of any memory address, we have to use x/s command with address. Okay, this is the heading of our executable. It means we are going right. Here is one more printf which may be for this password text. Now here comes a scanf, which means our input is going to this address which is pointing by this ESP register. Let's move further. Here we have a function named scsemp which is used for comparison of two strings in C. So it means comparison of our inputted password with the real password is happening somewhere here. If we look closely here, then we see an address moving its content to pointing address of this ESP register. Let's see what is inside this address. Now if we press enter, then this displays a number, and I think this would be our required password. Let's check this. 250382. We are able to find the password correctly with some sort of efforts. But when you get to know that this is the one of the easiest crack me's, then you might look like this. But you don't need to be worried about it. In the next video, I will come here with a little bit more complex crack me to solve. And I have put the link of this crack me in the description below, which you can download and start playing with it. So I will meet you in the next video. Till then, cheers.
Are you kidding? No, I'm not. I just copped a 50, went and put it on my watch. Yeah, I could drop a milli, go and pop it on a stock, but I'd rather be a dick, throw it up and make them watch. Are you kidding? No, I'm not.